welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Claribel. In this channel we do a lot of chit chats, we do a lot of good stuff, so welcome to the club and I hope you find it very interesting here. So in today's video, before I get started, as always I would like to give a shout out to all of my new subscribers. I see you guys and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being part of me. Thank you for liking this girl and just as going as far as subscribing to my channel. I am honored. I really appreciate you guys. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of my experiences in the 30th floor. Okay, I'm in my 30s and it feels so good to be here. I'm aging gracefully. I am so grateful. Honestly, I feel good. When I look at my life in my 30s, I'm like, okay, Claribel, you're doing well for yourself. So absolutely, aging is a blessing. We're all going to get old. And yeah, I feel so good to be in my 30s and I'm looking forward to my 40s because it takes grace and privilege to get there. First thing that I've learned in my 30s is that I am self-aware. Okay, when you're in your 30s, you become very self-aware. You know what you want. You know that you know who you are. You're completely into yourself. I mean, this is real about being in your 30s. When I got to my 30th floor, I became self-aware. I know who I am. I know my values. I know what I am not going to take from what I'm going to take, because when you don't know yourself, people just dump things into you and you can take anything that is thrown at you. But when you really know yourself, when you're self-aware, you know that, you know what, I know who I am. You're not going to talk to me anyhow. No, I'm not going to let you talk to me anyhow now. I know me. You're more confident in the person that you are. You are self-aware. You believe in the woman that you are. Because I am self-aware. I know what I want. I know my right from my left. I'm not a push around anymore. I know who I am. Moving right along, the second thing I've learned in my 30s is that I take my health seriously. Once you get to that 30th floor, you take your health seriously. Shout out to all the women out there, even in their 40s right now. They're killing it. Women are killing it. You see some women in their 40s and they're looking like 20s and you're like, girl, you look good. What are you doing? You take your self-care really important. You take what you're aware of what you're eating. You want to look young. I took my health very seriously when I got to my 30s because I want to look forever young. I want to look forever sexy. I exercise as well. But I feel like what you take is so important because you can run all you want, you can do all of the exercise, register in all the gyms in your area, but if you're not aware of what you should be taking in, it kind of messes up your gym. So what you eat is really important. So when I got to my 30s, I started taking care of myself more. I'm self-aware now. I know what the kind of lifestyle that I want. I know that I want to look forever young. So I have to take care of my skin. I have to take care of what I eat. I have to be I have to be aware of what I eat so I can look young, I can feel young, run so that I can be fit. So health is wealth, they say. So when you get to your 30s, you know that is really important for you. Another thing I learned in my 30s that you begin to think about more important things in life. You take life more seriously. You're thinking of investing, you're thinking of savings, you're thinking of buying properties. Some ladies now, I'm so impressed. I see young ladies even in their 20s talking about investment. In my 20s, I don't think I was talking about investment. Okay, that's a story for another day because I was at that stage also taking care of family, having kids and all of that. So when I got to my 30, I needed to take care of me, to invest in myself, to invest in whatever it is that in my career. And so when you get to your 30s, you take life more seriously. If you're in your 30s and you're not settled yet, settling down, when I mean settling down, you're not married, at this stage you're thinking about getting married if that's what you want to do, because I realized that a lot of people, not everybody wants to get married. So whatever your goals are, maybe you want to travel, you want to do something more, you want to invest, you want to buy properties, you want to you want to do things. Your 30s is when you start taking those things seriously. You want to have kids, you know, in your 30s, you're like, okay. I mean, there's no time limits. Don't pressure yourself. Everybody has their time and place. But I'm just saying, realistically, when you are in your 30s, if you need to go back to school and get those degrees, your masters, your PhD, you begin to take life more seriously. You know that you're at that stage in your life where life begins at 40, they say. So you want to kill some things. You want to take it off your to-do list before you get to that 40, okay? So 30s are when you start, I think, in my opinion, when you start taking life more seriously. If you're dating in your 30s, you're not dating because you want to date. I mean, if I wasn't married and if I wasn't married at this stage and I'm thinking to get married, I'm not going to be dating because I want to date. I'm not going to be dating you because I want to just date you. I want to date you because we're going somewhere. You know, I want to date you because I want to settle down, because that's my goal, right? So if you're dating in your 30s, I think you're dating more realistically. You're dating with purpose. You're not just dating because you want to date. If you think of having kids in your 30s, you want to start having those kids. So you take life more seriously when you are in your 30s. So everybody has goals for themselves. Marriage might not be in your do list right now in your 30s. Having kids might not even be there. But whatever it is, you want to start taking those things really seriously. So another thing I noticed in my 30s is that loyalty becomes really important to me in friendship. Like, I'm not just going to be having friends because I want to have friends. I want to have friends that align with my vision. If you're not aligned with my vision, if you're not serving me, if you're not growing, if you're not, you know, pushing each other to grow, if you're not being sincere in our friendships, I don't want to have friends. In my 30s, my circle is so small. I used to be a friend bees. Like, I make friends everywhere I go, and I still love friendship because I believe that friendship is so important. They're friends that have turned into family. So friendship is important to me, but I am having friends with purpose, like with goals, friends that align with my vision, friends that are sincere to me, friends that are we're all there to push each other. We're not in competition. I don't mean friends that are very competitive. I don't like unhealthy competition. I don't like it in friendship. So friends to me matters to me, but most importantly, loyalty matters to me. I can be friends with anyone. We all have our weaknesses. If I'm not loyal to you, don't just hang around me because you want to hang around me. That's how I feel, because I don't think I'm a perfect friend as well. I'm not claiming to be a perfect friend, but we all know that when we get to our 30s, things are more important. So if your vision is not aligned with mine, if we're not true to ourselves in our 30s, I don't think I want to waste my time with you, working with you, or trying to be friends with you. So in your 30s, you're very picky. I've always been picky with my friends, even in my 20s. Growing up, I'm always very picky with my friends, because show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Who are you surrounding yourself with? I'm very picky with the kind of people I talk to. I'm very picky with the kind of friends that I choose. So for me, it has always been a thing. But now that I'm even older, I'm thinking more substance. Okay, what are these friends bringing to my table? Are we just calling each other's gossip, or are we trying to see ways that both of us can grow? Are we intentional about our friendships? Are we loyal to one another? So that is really important to me. Loyalty over anything in my 30s. Another thing that I've learned in my 30s is that not everyone is gonna like you. And it took me this long to realize that. I've always been a people's pleaser, and I'm still working on that. I want to please everyone. I realized in my 30s that not everyone would like you, Clarabelle, and that's absolutely okay. I used to worry about people liking me. I want to treat people the way I would love to be treated, okay? But I am not doing it to make you like me. I am doing that because that's who I am. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's okay that I realized in my 30s that not everyone would like you. You could be all nice, you could be all good. It's not you, sis. It's not you. It's not you. Don't think it is you. You're wondering, why is this person not liking me? But I'm nice to this person. What have I done? You know, when you are in your 30s, you stop questioning yourself like that. It's okay not to like me, okay? I'm not going to shrink myself just to make you comfortable. If you don't like me, keep it moving. That's how I feel in my 30s. And it feels good not to care about what people think of you, because people will always say what they want to say. I don't care how nice, people will always talk, okay? So live your best life, be you, and the ones that will come for you, the ones that will love you just the way you are, will love you, okay? So stop thinking about those that don't care about you. So when you get to your 30s, you begin to realize that not everyone will like me, and that is completely okay. All right, so the final one for me today is, in your 30s, you want to explore more. You want to do so many things. The things I'm a shy person, and I know how to cover it up very well. I'm more, open to a lot of things. I am more comfortable in my skin. This morning I was actually looking at my legs. I'm like, Claribel, for years I did not like my legs. Like, if you're very close to me, you will know what I'm saying, because I always complain. My friends say, Claribel, your legs are pretty. I'm like, I don't like my legs. I don't like my legs. But I was, I'm beginning to love my legs more. I was looking at myself in the mirror today. I was like, girl, your leg is so pretty. Things that didn't matter to you, things that you did not used to like about your body, you begin to like it when you're in your 30s. I noticed that about me. Like, now I'm loving my legs like nobody's business. Like, I love myself so much. So I think that when you're in your 30s, you begin to be more flexible. You're not so insecure as you were in your 20s. So for me, that is one thing that I've realized in my 30s. You're more adventurous, you're more open to do stuff that you couldn't do before. You're just living your best life. You care less about what people think about you, and you start loving those things that you think you didn't like when you were in your 20s, what you were worried about. So that brings me to the end of my video today. If you're in your 30s and you feel the same way, or you think there's some other things you want to share that I don't know or I'm not feeling yet, please do not forget to leave that in the comment section. And until I come your way again next week, always remember, like I always say in my videos, always know that you are kind, you are beautiful, you are valuable, you are special.